Fails on the turn. They're off. That's Pac-Man out fast along the inside. Molly Love alertly from the outside. Bingo Rick came away third. Getting off fourth as they look for position was Our Knight with Skipper Whipper fifth, and around the turn it's Pac-Man, the early leader on the outside. Molly Love moves up second. Down along the rail third to the quarter is Bingo Rick in fourth position as they enter the stretch. That's Our Knight. The leader is Pac-Man. Molly Love hung out there second. Racing in third is Bingo Rick. In fourth to the 3/8 pole goes Our Knight. Skipper Whipper is fifth. Racing in sixth. Jersey Joy in seventh is Amorous Lud, and trailing the field after 3/8 the Rack Man. They move to the half mile on the inside. Pac-Man and neck. Molly Love racing second. Bingo Rick is third. Racing in fourth to the half-mile juncture goes Our Knight. Skipper Whipper is fifth. They go to the 3/4. The leader by 2 lengths is Pac-Man on the outside. Molly Love racing second. Coming on third as they move to the upper turn with the rush now is Our Knight. They move to the upper turn on the front end. That's Our Knight now moving up to challenge and take the lead. Racing in second to the 3/4 mile pole is Skipper Whipper with Pac-Man third. And around the turn they go. It's Our Knight, the leader by 2 lengths. Gaining ground second is Skipper Whipper. In third as they turn for home comes Pac-Man with Jersey Jaw fourth. In the lane on the inside, Our Knight leads by 2.5 lengths. Skipper Whipper racing second. In third position on the rail, that's Bingo Rick. The leader is Our Knight. Fails on the turn. Along the inside, that's Ryan's Rainbow with Tough Guy Skipper for the early. Driving out in the middle of the track, 4th position into the turn is Rough and Rorty. And around the turn they go. Rough and Rorty on the outside takes the early lead. Racing in second to the 1/4 mile juncture on the wood is Ryan's Rainbow. Racing in third, that's Isaac's Express with Worthy Wolf out there 4th, and driving from second was Ryan's Rainbow. It's Ryan's Rainbow, the leader after 1/4 and 29 2. Moving up on the outside to challenge second comes the Worthy Wolf. Racing in third. Rough and Rorty in 4th to the 3/8 pole goes Isaac's Express. In 5th round the turn is Tough Guy Skipper with Brian Wolf 6th. Racing in 7th position, that's Sherman Tank. In 8th is Roman Jet, the trailing horse. Frosty with the half mile, 59 seconds. The leader by 2.5 lengths as they go to the 3/4 is Worthy Wolf. Up on the outside to be second to the upper turn now is Rough and Rorty. In 3rd along the inner rail, that's Ryan's Rainbow racing. In 4th position to the upper turn comes Isaac's Express. They move to the turn. The leader 1.5 lengths into the 3/4 is Worthy Wolf. On the outside, hanging second round the turn now, as they turn for home, is Rough and Rorty. In the stretch, the leader by 3 open lengths is Worthy Wolf. On the outside, moving up to be second through the lane with a rush, is Tough Guy Skipper. Also closing ground is Brian Wolf. On the inside, that's Worthy Wolf with Tough Guy Skipper and Brian Wolf. Fails on the turn. They're off. Out in the middle, that's Papa by 5 driving out, Knowing Butler along the rail. And Papa by 5 is quickly into the lead with Knowing Butler second. HB Rorty is third, racing in 4th round the turn. Van Lobel, Scotty Buck is 5th in 6th. That's Harry's Colt with Tiger Harold the trailer. They move in for the quarter. Papa by 5 leads by 2. They move off the quarter mile, 28 and 4. It's Papa by 5, the leader by 2.5 lengths, racing in second. Knowing Butler in third is HB Rorty, racing in 4th. Van Lobel, Scotty Buck is 5th in 6th position. Harry's Colt, Tiger Harold the trailer. Field of 7 go over to the half mile on the front end, staying out there by 2 open lengths. The leader is Papa by 5, racing in second after a half mile now. Knowing Butler up on the outside to be third as they go to the 3/4 with a rush. That's Van Lobel. Van Lobel on the outside is challenging Papa by 5 for the lead, racing in third to the 3/4 mile post on the wood. That's Knowing Butler racing in 4th. Scotty Buck. They go to the upper turn. The leader 3/4 of a length is Papa by 5. Van Lobel gains ground second. Down along the rail third as they turn for home. Knowing Butler, Scotty Buck comes on 4th, on the outside 5th. Harry's Colt in the lane on the front end. Papa by 5, the leader. Harry's Colt on the outside is closing ground second. That's Papa by 5. They're off. That's Mohawk Charmer for the early lead, coming away second as they drive to the turn. Anxious Brett pacing Paul on the rail. Peregrine moves up on the outside, and it's Mohawk Charmer that takes the lead. Racing in second, Anxious Brett. Peregrine drops in third. Racing in fourth, Pacing Paula. Tempest Almahurst is fifth. They move over for the quarter mile. The Mohawk Charmer leads a length and 3/4. The quarter is in 29-4. Racing in second. As they go to the 3/8, Anxious Brett. In third is Peregrine. Pacing Paul is fourth. In fifth, Tempest Almahurst. On the outside, sixth, Carey Society. In seventh, Maple Lane News with Sue Zoll and Jody's Comet. Into the half mile, staying out there is Mohawk Charmer, a length and 1/4. Racing in second, Anxious Brett. On the outside, ranging up third now, Tempest Almahurst. The leader is Mohawk Charmer, 3 parts of a length. On the outside, Tempest Almahurst is second. Along the rail, Anxious Brett third. Racing in fourth, Carey Society. Peregrine towards the inside, fifth. Racing in sixth is Sue Zoll. As they go to the upper turn, Mohawk Charmer keeps that lead a length. Racing in second, Tempest Almahurst. The 3/4, 1:34. It's Mohawk Charmer showing the way by 2. Racing in second, Anxious Brett with Peregrine third. In the stretch, Mohawk Charmer keeps that lead 2 lengths. Anxious Brett is second. On the outside, Tempest Almahurst closing ground third. The leader is Mohawk Charmer.
Fields on the turn. They're off. Off stride at the start is Ragtime Ronnie. Supreme Count out fast on the outside. Moving between horses there goes Gypsum. On the far outside, moving up with a rush, goes Better Be Victory. They move around the first turn. Better Be Victory has it a length and a half. Supreme Count racing in second by 2. Gypsum is third. Racing in fourth along the rail, Randiola. Entering the stretch now the first time. On the front end, Better Be Victory has it a length and a quarter. Supreme Count is second. By the quarter, 29-3. Trotting in third is Gypsum up on the outside. Here comes Ronnie Donder in fourth. Racing in fifth along the rail, Randiola. Landlover out there in sixth. Racing in seventh is Doc Murphy. Mr. HD's High is eighth. Then a gap of 4 finds Blazing Joe, and far back trailing after the early break is Ragtime Ronnie. They move around the clubhouse turn. Your new leader is Supreme Count, a length and a quarter. Ronnie Donder out there in second by the half a minute flat. They move down the back stretch. Supreme Count has it a length. Ronnie Donder parked out there in second. Racing in third along the rail, that's Better Be Victory. Landlover out there with cover in fourth. Racing in fifth on the inside is Gypsum. Moving up sixth is Doc Murphy. Racing in seventh at the rail, Randiola. Mr. HD's High out there in eighth. They move into the far turn. Supreme Count has it a length and a quarter. Ronnie Donder still out there second. Better Be Victory saves ground third. The 3/4, 1:30-4. Supreme Count still there a length. Ronnie Donder hanging tough second. Here's Landlover coming on third. They turn for home. Supreme Count under a drive. Ronnie Donder trotting in second. Here's Landlover closing on the outside. Then a gap of 3 lengths finds Mr. HD's High racing in fourth. Through the stretch, that's Landlover taking the lead with Supreme Count racing in second and Ronnie Donder. Landlover with Ronnie Donder and Supreme Count. Landlover. In tonight's 5th race, number 10, Landlover was first. It's a
On the turn. They're off. Between Horses, Breath of Spring for the early lead. Coming away second as they drive to the turn is Corky's Jezebel. Into that first turn they go. Down along the rail, Jano Buttons moves through to take the lead. Between Horses second. That's Gamby's Jezebel. Breath of Spring on the far outside racing third. Miss Xavier saves ground fourth. They move down to the quarter-mile pole on the outside, taking a short lead now. That's Keep a Secret holding the rail as Jano Buttons racing in third to the 3/8 pole. Comes Gamby's Jezebel. Down along the rail fourth is Ray's Melody. They move into the clubhouse turn on the front end, showing the way by a length. It's Jano's Buttons saving ground second. Miss Xavier on the outside third after a half mile. Keep a Secret racing in fourth to the 3/4. That's Gamby's Jezebel in fifth along the rail. Ideal Fooler on the outside. Breath of Spring is sixth. Racing in seventh comes Ray's Melody. In eighth to the 3/4 mile post now is Shadow's Bonnet, and trailing the field to the upper turn goes Candy Trip. Into the 3/4, the leader by a half length as they go by that turn. That's Jano Buttons. It's Jano Buttons, the leader. Between Horses racing second as they turn for home comes Keep a Secret. Ray's Melody moving from far back. In the lane on a short lead, Jano's Buttons on the outside. Ray's Melody racing second. In third through the lane is Miss Xavier. The leader is Jano Buttons. Miss Xavier moves up to be second. Jano Buttons. Fields on the turn. They're off. That's Dewhaven Gina for the early lead, coming away alongside as they look for position into the turn. That's Maybe Sweet with Leather Purse on the outside, and around the turn they go. The early leader is Dewhaven Gina on the outside. The challenger second to the 1/4 mile is Maybe Sweet. Dixie J. Cutie along the rail is third. Racing up on the outside fourth as they head down for the 3/8 marker. That's Leather Purse. On the front end, the leader by a length as they go into the 3/8 is Dewhaven Gina. Racing in second position, Maybe Sweet. In third is Dixie J. Cutie. Racing in fourth to the 3/8 marker now. Irate Dancer. In fifth along the rail comes Tricky Doll. Racing in sixth to the half-mile juncture on the outside of Horses. That's Leather Purse. Into the half-mile mark in 1, 2, and 3/5. The leader by a length and a half is Dixie J. Cutie. Up on the outside now, moving second. And it's Dewhaven Gina maintaining that lead. Dixie J. Cutie is second. Maybe Sweet is third. Coming on fourth is Irate Dancer. Tricky Doll is fifth. Racing in sixth to the 3/4 mile juncture. That's the Leather Purse. The leader by a length and 3/4 is Dewhaven Gina, racing on the outside, second to the turn. Comes Dixie J. Cutie along the rail, third as they turn for home is Maybe Sweet. In the lane, Dewhaven Gina moves out to a 5-length lead. It's Dewhaven Gina, the leader, racing in second through the lane. On the outside, Dixie J. Cutie with Maybe Sweet third, but it's Dewhaven Gina. They're off. That's Neville Need out sharply for the early lead. Rush Creek Jade came away second. Along the rail, Nicky's Lady driving up fourth. Whispering Mariah, and around the turn, the early leader, Neville Nita. The early challenger, second, Rush Creek Jade into third. On the outside, Whispering Mariah, Nicky's Lady holds the rail fourth. They move over for the quarter. Rush Creek Jade on the outside takes the lead. Whispering Mariah moves up second. Neville Nita's third. On the move in fourth is Diane's Dancer racing fifth. To the 3/8 marker goes Nicky's Lady in sixth. Pretty Poison. Angie Bloom is seventh. True Brit is eighth. Misty Betty the trailer. The quarter was in 28 seconds. Whispering Mariah, the leader, racing in second now. Diane's Dancer in third after a half-mile. Neville Nita the half. 57-2. They're docking as they go to the 3/4. The leader a length is Whispering Mariah. Driving from second, Diane's Dancer towards the inside. Neville Nita's third. Rush Creek Jade is fourth with Nicky's Lady fifth. On the outside, Pretty Poison moves up sixth. Angie Bloom is seventh. True Brit comes on eighth. The trailing horse, Misty Betty, 3/4, 128-3. They turn for home on a short lead. Whispering Mariah. Diane's Dancer racing second from far back. True Brit is coming on. In the stretch, Whispering Mariah's under a drive. On the outside, closing ground second, that's Neville Nita. True Brit on the far outside is gaining and getting the lead. That's True Brit. They're off. Along the inside for the early lead goes Moonshine McGuire. Driving up on the outside alertly for the lead now is the Wizard of Odds. Into that first turn, Wizard of Odds takes the lead. Moonshine McGuire racing second on the outside. Third now tucking in third. Maple Lane Skipper Horse Relish is fourth. It's the Wizard of Odds showing the way to the quarter-mile pole. Racing in second after a quarter in 29-1. That's Moonshine McGuire in third position. Maple Lane Skipper racing in fourth. Horse Relish racing fifth to the 3/8 pole. goes Sabra's Rorty on the move in 6 to the half mile. That's Dundee Star. They all start to pull as they swing around the turn. The leader is the Wizard of Odds, a length and a half. Racing in second after a half mile now is Moonshine Hess and McGuire. The half a minute and 3/5. Up the back stretch, the Wizard of Odds stays out there a length. Racing in second position, Moosehead McGuire. On the outside, coming to third now to the 3/4 is Maple Lane Skipper. Racing in fourth position, Sabra's Rorty. They move to the upper turn, keeping that lead is the Wizard of Odds. Racing on the outside, second round the turn is Maple Lane Skipper, 3/4, 131 and 2. They turn for home on the front end. The Wizard of Odds shows the way by 2.5 lengths. Racing in second along the inner rail now. That's Moosehead McGuire on the far outside. Closing ground is Hondo Renve. The leader is the Wizard of Odds. Number Fields on the turn. They're off. Between horses for the early lead goes Fox Valley Lacey. Hasty Flirt is 3 deep. Down along the inside, Interval came away well as they look for position. It's Interval, the leader ahead on the outside. Fox Valley Lacey is second, racing third to the 1/4 mile post. Ambush Lady tucking in fourth, Rusty Jones. They move over for the 1/4 mile pole. On the outside, Fox Valley Lacey gets a length lead. Interval is second. Racing third, Ambush Lady. Rusty Jones is fourth. Hasty Flirt fifth. Ace It is sixth. In seventh is Pistol Yates. Racing eighth, Fly High Henka. John Boy K the trailer. Into the half mile pole, Fox Valley Lacey by 2. Interval Racing second. Coming on third now is Ambush Lady, driving from second. As they go by the half was Interval, the half mile, 59 and 2. And Interval now takes the lead. Fox Valley Lacey is second. On the outside, third, Ambush Lady. Coming on fourth is Rusty Jones. Final 3/8 of a mile. Interval leads 3/4 of a length. Fox Valley Lacey is second. Racing in third, Ambush Lady. Rusty Jones a strong fourth. They go by the 3/4, 129 and 4. That's Ambush Lady now moving up to take the lead. Rusty Jones comes on second. It's Ambush Lady, the leader. Rusty Jones is sitting and awaiting. Ambush Lady, the leader. Here comes Rusty Jones towards the inside. It's Ambush Lady, Rusty Jones closing on the inside, but it's Ambush Lady. Three, Ambush